What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Practical Investing. I hope everyone is doing well. In today's video, I'd like to cover one penny stock that could potentially explode and why I think you should be adding this stock to your watch list immediately. Before I hop into this video, if you are new to this channel, you are going to want to subscribe as I talk about the hottest stocks and always get straight to the point. So please consider subscribing and turning on your post notifications if you like channels that don't waste your valuable time and get straight to the point. Remember, none of this is a buying suggestion or financial advice. Always conduct your own research prior to investing. With that said, let's get right into this video. So the stock in today's video is Greenstream Holdings Inc., ticker symbol GSFI on the US OTC Market. There will be a link in the description if you wish to learn more about this exciting company after watching this video. Keep in mind, this is a sponsored video, but all of the opinions are of my own. Now let me fully break this interesting company down and near the end provide my overall thoughts. So it's happening right before our eyes. The climate change nonsense that was once seen as hippie talk, it's an emergency now and we are in full-blown crisis. The planet is boiling alive and our survival is at stake. Look what happened in Germany and Belgium in mid-July 2021. More than 7 inches of rain fell in 2 days, roughly double the average rainfall for the entire month of July. Whole villages were swept away. At least 160 people died in Germany and 31 in Belgium, and countless others are still missing. Many locals even said it was worse than the war. Don't think for a second that the US is immune to this either. According to research published in the Journal of Nature Communications, these 100-year floods could become annual occurrences in the parts of the United States thanks to rising sea levels and rising temperatures. For once, countries are taking bold action, or at least talking about it. The US is pledging to reduce emissions by 52% over the next several years. Europe wants to cut CO2 emissions by up to 55% by 2030, and China claims it will stop releasing CO2 emissions within the next 40 years. But of course, this is easier said than done. As a result, governments and shareholders are desperately turning towards solar energy companies like Greenstream Holdings. So Greenstream Holdings is a potential emerging solar leader, which could be the face of an industry that facts and figures sees becoming a $200 billion juggernaut by 2026. Just 2 years ago, solar was just a $50 billion industry. Not to mention, the US Energy Information Administration believes solar energy could grow the fastest of all renewable energy through 2050. Guys, that is insane, okay? Here's what sets Greenstream Holdings apart from other renewable energy disruptors. It has positioned itself as the forefront of a growing and desperately needed industry while wholly rebranding itself as a significant solar utility player. Greenstream has morphed from an installer into a full-fledged solar business with solar architecture, solar grid, and solar greenhouse technology divisions. Greenstream is expanding its existing footprint and operations thanks to many mouth-watering catalysts to count. If you are into clean energy and a sustainable future for your kids, look no further than Greenstream Holdings and a skyrocketing company at forefront of this movement. Let's take a brief look at Greenstream Holdings 3-month chart. As you can see, the stock touched a low of about 0.0405 on May 12th of this year. However, after Greenstream announced its joint venture with Premier Empire Energy on July 2nd of this year to install electric charging stations, volume soared and the stock reached roughly 0.1579. If you don't want to calculate it yourself, this is an eye-popping move of approximately 289.88%. Guys, that is huge, okay? While the stock has since pulled back, the company continues announcing strategic move after strategic move. It could be just another catalyst or two away from a similar type of breakout. After all, we may be amid a strong uptrend and reversal, with the new stock moving roughly 13.73% between its 0.051 July 9, 2021 price and 0.058 price as of 10:34 a.m. on July 21st of this year. With the world becoming increasingly concerned about our dire climate situation, interest and demand for green energy companies like Greenstream is not only growing, it's reaching a desperate fever pitch. For a while, Greenstream has been a solar energy disruptor. It has been an emerging leader in the solar utility and finance space. Not to mention, it's in the middle of entering the rapidly growing urban gardening sector with solar greenhouses dedicated primarily to rooftop farming. Now, it had also been turning heads with its operations targeting New York City rooftops. It has targeted 50,000 to 300,000 square feet of rooftop space throughout New York City, with plans to install solar panels throughout the city thanks to unique community solar energy incentives and increasingly high electricity costs. The company also anticipates revenues through direct sales to building owners to generate a 15 to 20% return over 20 years on these solar community projects. Greenstream also focuses on exploiting currently unmet markets in the solar energy space, with licenses to operate in California, Nevada, Arizona, Washington, New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, New Mexico, Colorado, Hawaii, and Canada. Now let's take a look towards the future. On July 8th of this year, Greenstream announced the launch of a new website, which is greensolarutility.com, that more accurately reflects its position in the thriving solar industry. The new website better explains Greenstream's competitive edge and how the company could significantly disrupt and capitalize on recent favorable regulatory trends and economic incentives promoting community renewable energy programs. Specifically, as defined by their new website, Greenstream has several primary focuses, which are solar utilities, solar architecture, solar panel and grid, as well as solar greenhouse. Guys, that's very impressive in my opinion, and this might only be the start too. It seems like almost every other day in July of this year, the company announced progress or a strategic move. In a nutshell, Greenstream has all the ingredients to grow exponentially, especially if solar energy continues its current growth trajectory. Now, here is a statement from CEO James DePrima. Big and small investors have moved their assets away from fossil fuel producers and towards renewable energy companies. Big investors like BlackRock Inc., the world's largest asset manager overseeing $7.8 trillion, have said they plan to take into account corporation disclosures of environmental risks, including carbon footprints. He further adds, by committing to both growth of solar power and increasing value for its company shareholders, Greenstream is looking to forge key partnerships with major investment groups, brokers, and private investors to capitalize on a variety of unique investment opportunities in the commercial solar energy markets. The company is dedicated to becoming a significant player in this critical space. So here are my top reasons I am watching this company. The first reason is that governments worldwide are pledging to reduce emissions and adopt renewable energies thanks to climate emergency. Solar energy, for one, could be a $200 billion industry by 2026. The second reason is that the US Energy Information Administration forecasts solar energy to grow the fastest of all renewables through 2050. The third reason is that Greenstream Holdings has rebranded itself from a solar installer into a well-rounded solar utility juggernaut. With solar architecture, solar grid, and solar greenhouse technology divisions, Greenstream is utilizing strategic partnerships to expand its presence. Now, here are my overall thoughts about this company. They are doing some very innovative things to push the boundaries. Personally, I like that the company is very forward-thinking and solving a major problem in the solar industry, in my opinion. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I will drop a link in the description so that you can learn more about this exciting company. Keep in mind, this is not financial advice, and this video is just for entertainment purposes. You should always conduct your own due diligence prior to making any investment decision.